Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you how we can send OpenTelemetry logs to Alloy, which is then eventually going to be sent to Grafana Cloud. So I'm just going to show you how it's going to look like. Let's assume this is your application, and in your application, you are going to instrument it using OpenTelemetry. Now what we are going to do is we are going to send these metrics, or let's say if you are collecting logs, in that case you are going to send logs. So whatever it is, whether it is metrics, whether it is logs, or whether it is traces, we are going to then send it to OpenTelemetry receiver. So it's going to be connected to, we are going to connect to OpenTelemetry receiver, okay, which is actually going to be on Alloy side, and then this log is going to be further sent to Grafana Cloud. Okay, so this is how the typical architecture is going to look like. Now for this one to work, I already have the configuration file. So we will need this 01 global OpenTelemetry.alloy. This is going to be as it is. This is from our previous lesson as well. And we are going to launch a receiver which is there in this file. Okay, so if you see here, we are using OpenTelemetry receiver and we are giving a label of default. You can give any other label name if you want. And what we are doing is we are opening a service, basically an endpoint, which is going to be listening on port 4317. Okay, so let me just go ahead, copy this, and I'm going to go to the server. And we are going to create the file here in etc alloy. So you can see the present working directory /etc/alloy. Let's go ahead, create a file here, and I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, and then go ahead, save it. If you just do ls-lrt, you can see these are the files which we have. So these files we have created over like last 8 to 10 lessons. So go ahead and watch it if you just want to understand each of these in detail. Now I'm just going to do systemctl restart alloy. Okay, we can also check the status of this by doing systemctl status alloy. We can see that alloy is running. Now I'm going to exit from here. I'm going to switch to different user, because I have created a sample application for which I have the code here. So we are going to move to Alloy directory. By the way, all of these code which I'm running is also available here in Alloy. So it's under scripts. Under scripts we have a file called app.py. This is just an example file. Let me go ahead and open it. So here you can see we are using OpenTelemetry, and using OpenTelemetry we are going to send the traces. We are going to basically send the traces to Grafana Alloy. So let me go ahead and move to scripts, and here there is a app launcher file. So you just need to run this app launcher file. Now if you want to change the name of the service, you can go ahead and set this environment variable to your application name. In this case I'm just calling it Alloy Shop. This is just simulating an e-commerce website. So let me go ahead and run it. First of all, I'm going to activate virtual environment, and then I'm going to run app launcher.sh. okay, so app launcher is executed. We'll be able to see our website here. I'm just going to copy this, and let's go ahead, open it up. So you can see this is our website. Okay, so whenever we are running a website, basically we have now instrumented the code. So all of these traces are going to be sent to Alloy receiver, and Alloy receiver is then going to forward it to OpenTelemetry database, which is available on Grafana Cloud. Okay, so now if we go to Grafana Cloud and if we click on explore, I'm just going to switch to last 5 minutes or last 15 minutes, and then you can click on, in the query type you can click on search, and then here in the service name we are going to search for Alloy Shop. You can see we already have Alloy Shop here. Now let's go ahead, click on run query, and here you can see we just hit the home page. So I'm just going to see this trace ID where we are hitting this home page, and if I just click on it here, you'll be able to see how our transactions flow. Okay, so here you can see like overall when somebody performed this action, it took 454 milliseconds. Okay, and then you can see how much time each of these different steps took. So since this web page is just a simulation of a typical e-commerce actions like going, adding a product in the cart, and then placing the order, making the payment, then you get the order number, etc. So you can see how much time each of these steps took. Here you can see for the catalog lookup, it took like 49 milliseconds. Then when somebody tried to add the item to the cart, it took like 75 milliseconds, and so on. You can see with the help of OpenTelemetry and traces, you are going to get a detailed view of how much time it took for each of the process to execute, and then you'll be able to identify the bottleneck. For example, here we can clearly see that it's the payment which is taking 208 milliseconds. So if I can find a way to like minimize this payment turnaround time, in that case I'll be able to reduce the overall time taken to for this complete customer journey. Now there is one more feature which is explained in assistant. So this is just AI going to explain these traces. So let's see what we are going to get from this assistant. So here you can see it has responded. This is an e-commerce checkout flow that took 454 milliseconds with no errors. The trace shows sequential operations through a single Alloy shop service. So product lookup took 49 milliseconds, cart operations took 98 milliseconds, checkout took 20 milliseconds, and so on. Now here you can see the payment authorization step is the primary bottleneck, which spends 206 milliseconds. So here we can see it like took around 208 or so milliseconds, and it called an external HTTP call. Now of course in my example I'm just making a simulation, so if you go and see the code here, we are actually calling google.com, but in your case in an ideal scenario it's going to be making a call to Razorpay or some other website, okay, some other payment gateway website. So this is how typically we use OpenTelemetry and traces to identify a customer journey, all the steps taken in a customer journey, and we also try to identify the bottleneck. Of course, you can perform several other filters. For example, let's say if you just want to filter on anything which is taking more than 100 milliseconds, in that case you can just apply a filter here and then just click on run query. In this case, it's just going to show us only the steps which is taking more than 100 milliseconds. So here you can see now we are able to see only one trace ID. If I run this, if I run it again, you are probably going to see multiple entries here, okay. So of course if you refresh, it's going to take some time before these traces are going to be collected and sent to OpenTelemetry receiver. So in a few seconds we should be able to see one more entry here. So here you can see now we see one more entry, and this time it has taken 630 milliseconds for the complete transaction. So I hope the lesson was useful, and if you have any query, feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer it. See you again in the next lesson.